Hi guys, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I'm Destiny Calling Tarot. And Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is going to cover the time frame of March 8th through March 14th. Before we get started, I'm going to make an announcement very quick. Free personal reading contest is now on, so if you want to get your name entered, drop a comment below, guys, and your name will automatically be entered. You have until March 13th to do so. All right, so let's get started. We're just gonna relax a bit here, get into the energies. All right, so let's take a deep breath. Picture yourself releasing all of the negative, toxic energy and vibes from your body. Just release it all. Another deep breath to bring in all of the positive vibes your way. Let's clear our mind of any thoughts. All right, so this is going to be a reading for the Scorpio collective. So where it's such a general reading, if you're noticing things not resonating with you, it simply means those particular messages were not meant for you, and that's okay. At the end of the day as well, please remember the dates are just general guidelines in the reading. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. This is the Energy Oracle card, so this is going to provide us with the overall energies here in your reading today. Spirit, please provide a message for Scorpio. All right, first card out, guys. Oh, love it. Power. You are very likely during this time in your own personal power. Let's get some details for you guys. All right. Whew. It is quite it's an intoxicating energy, actually. It feels great to be in your authentic power. Spirit, please provide us with clarifying details for Scorpio. This is going to be to cover the time frame of March 8th through March 14th. Yikes! Sorry, guys. What additional messages, Spirit, can you send forward for Scorpio? What additional messages did you want to have come forward for Scorpio? All right, definitely some manifestation going on here on your part. Wow, you very much are in your power at the moment. Any additional messages? Wow, okay. This is pretty intense. I'm loving it for you guys. All right, so 10 of Wands is where we're going to begin. 10 of Wands is, it's your responsibilities are quite high at this time. You're very much putting in hard work at this time. I am sensing a little bit of a feeling here as though you are burdened by your responsibilities at this time. You may have them piling up, and just a little bit of a level of not major, you're handling things quite well, but there is a level of stress creeping in based on the fact that you have so many responsibilities and burdens at this time. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can represent a challenge. This can represent some form of competition, but it is an energy of perseverance. So I'm not overly, I wouldn't say even mildly concerned with the current energies, because I do feel they are temporary. You are moving towards your authentic power. Remember, this too shall pass. This can very much be symbolic of protection. So you can take this two different ways. This may be you feeling a burden in needing to be the protector for someone, or this could definitely be you being supported and protected on an angelic level. So this could be very much spirit guides, right? Your ancestors who are looking out for you. So just really tapping into that feeling of being protected from your guides and guardian angels at this time. They want you to ask them for help at this time. They want to help you. Next card, Eight of Swords. This is going to be some negative thoughts creeping in. Like I said, you're moving towards your power. You're feeling trapped in your thoughts. So it's almost as if it's a self-imprisonment in your mind frame, in your mind, in your outlook in things. The best way to explain it, and this is not for everyone, and this is really very much meant to be more so as helpful feedback than anything else. I definitely can relate to this based on my journey. I can definitely say that I have been through this, and it is quite difficult to experience. It is something that I truly do feel with your energies. You're working more so towards getting out of this mentality and working towards getting into your authentic power. So at this time, there's some victim mentality, meaning the mental conflicts are very likely right at this time self-imposed. So you're kind of locking yourself into a mental prison in a sense. The best possible thing you can do for yourself at this time is really going to be to find a focus mentally where you can maintain something that is going to allow you to have positive thoughts. So when the negative thoughts creep in, it's turning fear into possibilities. I've said this a lot throughout the course of my readings. Like I say, from my own experience, anytime that fear creeps in, you're very much looking to change those negative thoughts, those fears, into possibilities. So turning it around, this takes a lot of work on your part. This is where the work comes in. You turn around the fears to possibilities. So thinking of possibilities that can be outcomes to the situation. So it's, at the end of the day, it can really be about perspective and how you see things. So turning around whatever it is that's fear concerning to you and stepping into your power really does signify to me that you're finding ways to see the potential, see the possibility, see how this can transform. Work from a place of positivity. And what that does is it's going to do two things for you. It's going to allow you to live in your own head in a happier place, right? You're not restricting yourself to the negative side of your experiences. You're turning things around, so you're living in a positive mental space. They say in all kinds of quotes that you read all over the place, you want to make your mind a happy place to live, right? Because this is what is going to impact your life in a drastic way, because we live in our heads. No one else can really experience what we're going to experience inside on a mind level, right? So that's so personal to us. It's our responsibility to maintain. And I do believe you are working very diligently at this time towards this, your own power. So turning that fear around into possibility. Really big message for a lot of you at this time. All right, so next card, guys, we have a pentacle. We have 4 of Pentacles here. 4 of Pentacles specifically in your reading. For some of you, it's gonna go both ways. For some of you, it is very much you're feeling scarcity as far as finances. You're feeling, and again, this is a mentality. This is, you're feeling as though there's never enough. You're feeling as though everyone else has what you desire. Why do you have to work so hard to obtain what seems to come quite easily to others? So really, it's just allowing the thoughts to control your belief system around finances. So as difficult as it can be, it is really about changing your perspective. It's really about understanding on a deep, deep, deep level that you are just as deserving. You are just as deserving as those that you see who are enjoying their wealth at this time. By allowing yourself to have this thought process of you being deserving, by allowing you to see the possibilities of you having a future where you can be stable and in a financial situation. What happens is by changing your thoughts, you're changing your reality. I'm going to say it again. By changing your thoughts, you're changing your reality. Your thoughts are what bring about your reality, and this is because of vibrations and energy that you give off. You're giving off an energy that is emitting a signal which is bringing back to you exactly what that thought is with that exact same energy match. So if you're matching the energies of lack of money, you are bringing more lack of money into your life. And this is something that's done unconsciously. This is on a subconscious level. That's why it's so important to be conscious of it and maintain a positive thought process. For others, you could definitely be focusing on your pentacles. So you're focusing on saving your money at this time. And for those of you who are not so much in the scarcity mindset, you're focused right now on saving. All right, guys, you have the Moon card. Like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major Arcana cards. And I've been doing, all of the readings that I've been doing for this week have had major Arcana cards come out like crazy. So a minimum of 3, and some even have 5. You have 5 here in your reading. That is a large amount of major Arcana cards. So major Arcana cards mean that you're going through drastic changes at this time. Based on the fact that you have 5, it's probably some pretty drastic changes. And I see the changes coming towards, it may not feel like it in the moment that you're going through it, but I can see that it is going towards a positive result. I'll explain why as I go along. The Moon card. There you go. That's a sign. It's because you're coming into your own personal power here. You are way more powerful than you've been led to believe. So the Moon card, first major arcana card out here for you. Overall, this is going to be accepting yourself for who you are, not for who others want you to be. Really, truly, on a very deep level, accepting yourself for who you are, unconditionally loving yourself so that others can come into your vibration and unconditionally love you as well. Interestingly enough, this is also a card symbolic of time to make cuts and save your money. So this is the second indication that this is probably likely the mentality that you're in towards finance at this time, looking to save. This is very, there's a lot of messages just flooding in all at once here. This is a highly emotionally charged time in your life. So likely you're going through some pretty deep lessons here. You're doing a lot of personal growth, a lot of soul growth. You really should pat yourself on the back because they are not easy things to have to experience, but you're doing it. You're doing it one step at a time. I love that this Moon card came out here in your reading, guys. It really is very, very symbolic of the opportunity to improve your plans. It really is up to you. It's up to you to face your fears. And again, bringing it back to fear, changing into possibilities. So the mindset of facing your fears is really looking at the fear that you have and switching it around to what are the possibilities that can come out of this and focusing on the positive. So for any of you who are experiencing some anxiety, I'm definitely sensing it on a spiritual level. It is more so because you're experiencing a heightened psychic phase. So if you feel that you have a lot of psychic abilities that you're aware of, you're likely very in tune with that at this time. So where it's so heightened, it can cause anxiety, especially with all of the other issues that you're dealing with. It's so much at one time, right? So it's really about learning how to shut that off or control it in a more productive manner. All right, so you have 3 major arcana in a row, and I love that they all came out together, guys. It really does look quite good long term for you with these cards. Next card is the Magician card. Something competitive is happening here. I don't know why this word continually keeps coming up. Competitive, competitive, competitive. I've heard it 3 times throughout this reading. So there's a definite air, my goodness, there's a definite air of competition here. Things that you can definitely rely on at this time are you are a smooth talker, so you are able to skillfully communicate, use that to your advantage at this time. Guys, this Magician card is a very, very positive omen. It is also representing here in your reading manifestation. So believe it or not, your manifestation abilities are quite high during this time frame. So if you're able to focus and feel on an energetic level from a heart space what it is that you desire, that feeling emits a signal to the universe for you to manifest it into your reality. So at this time, focus on feelings. Feeling from a heart space. What you desire, you need to feel it through a heart space. Those feelings that are coming through a heart space are creating your reality. That's how manifestation can be so, so powerful. Getting a lot of inspired action here. A lot of pure willpower on your part. You're very coming into, how do I say this? You're very much coming into a knowing. It's just a knowing, a feeling, a sensing. As above, so below. And I'm not going to go into detail with that. If you're connecting with that message, then it's definitely meant for you. I'm also hearing for some of you, you are ready. That's a really big message for someone. And if you're hearing it and you know it's meant for you, you are ready. All right, next card. Next card up is the Strength card. Another phenomenal card here, guys. 3 major arcana in a row. So with the major arcanas, it is significant change. It's significant. I'm getting a lot of significant opportunity. This is you facing your problems courageously and head on. This is you overcoming fear. This is you overcoming anxiety. This is your great inner strength. For those of you who have had possible struggles with mental illness, this is a very, very positive card to come out in your reading. Something as far as, again, constructive criticism, which hopefully will be seen in a good light, releasing any harsh judgments, whether it's towards others or yourself, is going to be so important at this time. It's really going to take you places. Sensing that you are building there's a vibe, an energetic vibe here of forgiveness in your energies and compassion. So again, if that is towards yourself or towards others, that will be specific to your situation. Overall, biggest message here is that you're channeling your inner strength. So really coming into your own authentic power. And that takes an incredible amount of focus, and you should be incredibly proud if this is your reading. 4 of Swords. Oh, sorry, 5 of Swords. Guys, this is another competition card. This is about the 4th time it's come up. I'm not really sure what it's relating to. Specific to your situation, it will resonate, but it's quite prominent here in the reading. There could definitely be a sense of feeling defeat. This is a feeling. You can turn this fear into possibility, and by doing so, turning the feeling of defeat into the feeling of what it is that you want. So turning the feeling of defeat into the feeling of obtaining or winning or what it is that you want, right? Definitely getting also, there's disagreements that are happening at this time that you're dealing with. It's a lot of considering the things that you're dealing with internally for yourself and out in the 3D world. There's a lot going on for you on each different level. So you are overall handling things much better than maybe you feel that you are. The Star card, another major arcana card. Another major arcana card, guys. Whew. Just gonna take a breather here. There's a lot of messages coming through. All right, so this is really very much when you're beginning to feel that your emotional needs are going to be met. Big breakthrough here. This is when you start to feel more hopeful than you have in a while. Again, this is a really good omen to have come up in your reading. This is telling you at this time, you're going to want to think big. Think big, dream big. You have manifestation powers. You have your authentic power, which is what you are coming into on a very, very, very deep level. That's what I'm getting from that card. Seven of Swords. Two different messages coming through with this, so specific to whatever your situation may be. This is going to be getting away with something or acting strategically in some way. So if this is your situation, you'll resonate with it. Just make sure that you're aware of, how do I say it? What goes around comes around is probably the best way to put it. So what you're putting out there is very likely to, at some point down the line, come back your way. So just be cautious of that. Others are the complete opposite. And you may actually be experiencing both of these, but just different areas of your life, which is, again, symbolic of how much you actually have going on. So the second aspect would be betrayal, deception, right? So you feel as though you've been betrayed by someone. They really just, and I'm sensing as well, it's not the first instance of deception that you've experienced here with this particular situation. So that is either you're dealing with both of those situations or one or the other resonates likely with you on a very deep level. You're definitely being a warrior at this time. Queen of Wands. This is your courage, confidence. This is your determination. This is you being overall independent, which is phenomenal. Okay, we're going to move into the cups. The cups are going to signify your emotions here, which you seem to have many emotions at this time. So Nine of Cups is the overall gratitude that you are adopting as a practice in your life. You are looking at the things that are truly important to you. You're looking at the things that really have deep, deep meaning for you. And you're being extremely grateful for them on a very, very deep level. You're making this a very important practice and a very important ritual at this time. By doing so, this is automatically leading you towards your authentic power, and big time gratitude is big time assisting with manifestation. All right, guys, last card, another major arcana card here. You have Justice. Isn't that nice to hear? Justice. So it can relate to karma, right? So this is fairness overall. This is possible legal disputes coming to an agreement where there is fairness. And for some of you, as far as your health goes, I am sensing that you need to make sure that you're doing everything in moderation at this time. You're getting a very good work-life balance at this time, which is great. Overall, this is really here as a reminder, all of your actions have consequences. So from this point forward, keep that in the back of your mind. And things in the future really are going to start to turn around for you because you're playing fair and square is what I'm hearing. Finally, this is, to me, what justice is all about in my journey. On a spiritual level, when this justice card comes out, guys, it really is symbolic of the universe. They're not punishing you. You're not being punished for your past mistakes as much as during the actual times that you're going through things. It definitely does feel that way. I can tell you, based on my experience, you are not. This is something, and it's so hard to hear, and it can definitely be hard to accept this, but this is something that you were meant to experience. This is something you were meant to go through. This is a life lesson that is going to serve you in your future. So it's actually preparing you for your destiny, and it's a really tough pill to swallow, but this is deeply and profoundly a huge message. And I feel that for those of you who are coming to an acceptance of that, or learning that lesson, or whatever it is for you in your particular situation, that is very much what is going to get you just one step closer to being in your authentic power. This is a very powerful reading for you. Like I said, there was a lot of messages coming in very quickly. It was hard for me to keep up even. There's also a very big energetic charge as far as you have a lot going on in different areas of your life. You are handling things better than you believe that you are, is what I'm hearing. And overall, I sense that you need to hear that at this time it's all about turning things into possibilities. Keep that as your mantra. Turning situations into possibilities. It's going to get you to your ultimate inner strength, which is going to lead you towards your own personal power. When we're in our own personal power, we truly are untouchable. All right, guys, I'm going to select your inspirational card to end this reading. Came out very, very quickly. First card. Oh my gosh, love it. I love it so much. It says, I don't have to fear my fear. I don't have to fear my fear. It's a choice. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. All right, guys, that's the end of the reading for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been intense. But like I said, it's all up to you how you progress at this time. But there are five major Arcana cards here, which mean that there are big changes coming up for you in your immediate future, and they can be quite positive if you stay focused and you're working towards possibilities. Okay? So again, if you wanted to get your name in for the free reading contest, drop a comment below. Thank you to each and every one of you who joined me for these readings. I appreciate it so much. So much gratitude goes your way. Also, if you wanted to come back from week to week, guys, and you haven't already, go ahead and like this video first, but you're definitely going to want to go ahead and also click on, you guessed it, subscribe.